Welcome to the edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the Bayern Farm. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. First of all, we have our Zoonhammer ready to go. He is ready to fertilize this field, so let's go ahead and fire him up. Now remember, this guy does 20 meters. We have him set to 19.5 meters. So in light of that, it should be, I don't know, what would that be? A third faster, I guess? Something like that. Alright, so let's see how he gets on. So this is the first time we're seeing this run, well, for a bigger portion of it. So it should, oh, it doesn't do it. Interesting. Okay, so let's just reset the course and just double check, because it may just be the fact that I didn't set this course up right then, or it may be the fact that it's set for field work and not fertilizing, which is probably more likely. Alright, second time, right? Here we go. So it should just get to the first point and then start doing its thing. There we go, perfect. Look at that. Nice. Now it is using the liquid manure up quite quickly, so I don't know if this is going to use more or less up. So at some point we may have to switch back to a smaller stream or one of the more efficient routes, because right now we're just using the broadcast spreader as opposed to the bit more efficient design. Could probably go a bit faster. Not too much faster, but a bit faster. And that would give us a bit better range. Oof, 30%. Well, this is the headland, so typically the headland has the most waste I've discovered. And that's just because the way Courseplay does them, basically. But it should be fine. So that's going to do the other. If you remember, the other spreader would be out of slurry right about here, or not too far from here, basically. So that's something to keep in mind as well. I do like the way this texture looks, though. That's a pretty cool little spread, the way it looks there. It's too bad this map doesn't have the, what's it called? The manure mod on it, or else that'd be pretty cool to see on this particular map. Interesting though, it's not getting the same error the other one was getting, that's saying you don't own this field. Because remember when we were over here last time, it wouldn't do this section right here because it said we didn't own the field, which is true, but it's kind of funny that they worked out that way. Interesting. It's doing a good job though. I like it. I'm just following along with it to make sure the course works as it's intended to. Obviously I missed a little bit of straw there, but I'm not too worried about it. It does look pretty cool with this the JCB with the Zoonhammer, just because the colors they pair up nicely. Wow, we got around the whole field with one tank. That's not too bad. Holds 18,000 liters, I think, so not too bad at all. Alright, so he's going down to 0%. Let's just see if he does what he's supposed to do. So the arm actually doesn't go up or down by itself. You have to manually do it. But because I just set it down, it should refill automatically like we discovered last episode. Also, I didn't realize how long the last episode was. I double checked to see how long it was. 52 minutes long. So I don't know. I may decide to do part 1, part 2 type situation, or I may have already decided by the time you see this. Oh, perfect. Working as intended. Good. Now the next question is: are we going to be able to produce enough liquid manure from our pigs, basically? That will be the next question, I guess. All right. Where is this guy? We don't need this. We can take that off. So because we got the... where is it? Because we got the course, to work as intended, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to sell the Abbey manure spreader because we don't need it anymore, basically. Because it's working the way it's supposed to, we don't need to have two of these. Really what's happening is we're just wasting money. And this is full, mind you, but whatever. I don't really have... the one we have right now is going to do all the fertilizing anyway, so... It will be fine regardless. Alright. So let's get back... Oh, and we need to level out that silage as well. Or that, not silage yet, but the chaff that's there. Because we need to maintain a good constant stream of silage for our cows. Which will be good. One thing I was thinking about is we need to get some more cows too. So we have $29,000. This will put us up over 30. And we do have 33,000 liters of wheat, but there is, I think, a great demand coming for wheat in 1 day, 0 hours. So by the time we're ready for the next harvest, probably we'll be ready for ready to sell the wheat. It is coming up anyway, so I might as well capitalize on it. That wasn't planned; it just happened this way. So I'm not sad because it's happening. It's actually kind of a good thing because then we get a bit more money. Because we don't make a crazy amount from the cows. Like, they do give us a nice little stream of money, but it's good to have that, you know, constant stream from the cows, but also have the supplementary income from the pigs now, which are doing great, and also from the crops as well. Alright, let's sell this guy here. As much as I like this Abbey manure spreader, this liquid manure spreader, like I said, we don't need it. It's just costing us maintenance at this point. Alright, there we go. The Zune hammer was pretty expensive though, 90 grand for that thing, but I don't want to sell the tractor, no. Let's just move it out of the way. Apparently it's a little too close. Alright, there. Let's just try it now. There we go, 8,000, perfect. So we have $37,000. Is there anything we need while we're here? Salt, we could get a salt manure spreader, but for now we're okay. Can I sneak through here? Good. We could get a solid manure spreader, but I don't think that is going to be necessary at this particular junction because we're doing fairly well actually so far. Despite the fact we only have like the one field basically. Oops. Wrong turn. I think what will be nice is if we can get another field. That will probably be the next big thing to do. Because we really need the extra field. We can't just live off of one field, although we are doing fairly well with just the one field. And selling silage too, I suppose. So, combine the two, and I guess it's doing fairly well. What do you guys think I should move towards next? Do you think I should move towards getting another field? Let's go check something. I think I did. Yes, I did do this, but never picked it up. What do you guys think I should work towards next? Do you think we should work towards a bigger field? I know some of you suggested getting a field, but it just wasn't feasible because we didn't have the money. But now that we have a good source of income, perhaps it'll be something to look into a bit more. So let me know what you guys think. Other than a field, let's say that, what do you think we should work towards? Do you think we should work towards something like another tractor, a bigger tractor, for instance? Let's just slow this down a little bit here. 9%. Good. I never thought this thing would work this well, but it seems to help compact quite a bit. Well, it seems a lot faster than without using the silage compactor. That's what it's meant for, right? It's meant to help make this a bit quicker. I think the idea is that just helps adds a little bit of weight, and by adding the extra little bit of weight, it does make our lives easier. Alright. I don't know if does it make it any quicker if I turn around? with it up? No, not really. For whatever reason, it does increase our RPMs, because I guess that means we are using more fuel, I guess, this way. I don't know. Just gonna sip a tea here. It's crazy. My girlfriend gets this this, I don't know, fancy tea, I'll call it. It's called cold 911 tea. Basically, it has like eucalyptus in it, orange, citrus type stuff. And it's supposed to help you with a cold. I don't have a cold, but I do feel a little stuffed up. And the other day, my throat was a bit sore, so I'm trying to just be a little proactive and drink tea, and hopefully that will reduce the potential impact of any cold I do get. Because talking for a job, primarily, and having a cold's not fun. If you just have to be quiet all day, it's not so bad, but I don't really have much of a choice, because a lot of what I do is give students feedback on what they do is I give them explanations to do, and they explain things to me, and then I give them feedback on their explanations and ways so they could improve their explanations. That's a big part of my job. So if they're going for that particular exam, because there's 3 exams they have to go for. Perfect, look at that. Did I get the blanket in there in time? Excellent. Good. So that is 126,000 liters of silage, and I shouldn't have... It's too late now. I shouldn't have done that, because now I'll have to, if I want to make silage, I'll have to put it in the other bunker now. Oh well. Alright, let's get this. Now, the other thing, let me just update you on something else. So, I actually adjusted the route for the water, because the route I took was just ridiculous last episode. I didn't realize how ridiculous it was until I set the I set a course to go. I set someone to go on it, and I was just like, wow, that takes forever to do. So because of that, I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to readjust the course, because it was just silly. But that happens sometimes. So I adjusted the course, and now it's a nice, it's a pretty good little course. And for whatever reason, it wouldn't work with the driver helper mode, basically, which is like it drives somewhere, picks some stuff up, drops it off. It didn't work in that mode, but it worked in manure transporter mode for whatever reason. But still not the way I wanted it to in either case. So what did I end up... Ooh, I don't want this one. I want... not mow. Outline. Windrow. There we go. In either case, what I ended up doing was I changed it to... I made a waypoint. Oops, sorry. I made a waiting point at the place where you unload the water for the cows. So... it ended up working out well, because the truck just stops right in front of the cows and just unloads water. So I still have to participate in the activity, which is what we were trying to avoid somewhat, but in this circumstance at least it worked out well. Let's just check on our... Whoa! Lightning speed, jeez. So he's actually on his last pass right now, so let's just tag along for a second here. So because the reason why this is working with Courseplay is because we do have the arm down right there. Otherwise it wouldn't have worked at all, because that's the only way you can refill this particular slurry tanker. Perfect, look at that. We are getting a bit low on liquid manure though, 19%. But I guess by the time we have to go forward with our move time forward for the next harvest, it won't be too bad, I guess, but we'll have to keep an eye on that, because this may be a little less efficient, I guess is the word I'm looking for. We could buy an attachment for it too. Let's just double check to see what attachments we have. Sprayers, manures, slurry, here we are. So there is this attachment, minimization of nutrition losses by extraction near the soil. This is the purpose of the SLEP hose distributor. First, attach the slap hose to the barrel, then mount the hose. Alright. Or hoses, apparently. And this one, we don't need that one. And where's the other choice? There's the... where is it? Oh, here it is. Keep going past it. Distributors speaks for low maintenance and cost efficient. So this actually increases it, and it weighs 600 kilograms. Despite the higher loss of nutrients compared to the slap hose or the grabber, this distributor is very popular among customers. So we could get the other thing, which reduces the... why is he going diagonally? Why did he miss... oh, that's why. That's annoying. Alright. The reason why he missed these little strips right here is just because it was actually my fault for not adjusting him back to... adjusting him properly, because what happened was whenever you use Courseplay to and the forage harvester that we have, it automatically offsets your tractor by a little bit. Oh, apparently you can go pretty quick with this. No, not that quick, apparently. How fast can you go? You can go 17, 18, 19, 20, 24. Well, that's not too bad, actually. Lost my train of thought there now. It automatically offsets it, so that can actually get the windrow, basically. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to hit the windrow at all. So what happened there is, if you can see, that's the horizontal offset it automatically sets it to when you use the JFC or JCT forage harvester, basically. So one thing to remember whenever I use that thing, I always forget, and it didn't dawn on me. And if we had been paying closer attention to this, I probably would have caught it, obviously, but in this scenario, I didn't catch it, so oh well. We have to do a little bit of overlap here, but it's not that big of a deal. Not in this game. If you were to do this in real life, like, what would happen is you'd have too much nutrients in one place, like here and here would have just too much, and then you could still grow something, but the growth you would have there versus the middle strip where the tractor is would be different, and then probably run into some other problems, I would imagine, as well. So a whole slew of things you don't want to deal with, basically. Alright, there was one more, wasn't there? Yes, there it is. Oh well, so we used the full tank in the end, but whatever. It's getting done. Now, like I said, we could get an attachment for this, and apparently it does make it more efficient, but we only have one field. So maybe if we do get another field, we'll have maybe might get it, just to make sure it is efficient as possible. Efficient, but I don't know. It may not be worth it. I like the way this looks, so that's the reason why I'm a little reluctant, because it does look pretty cool. All right, so this is almost done. This is good. Let's finish off the last little bit here. Perfect. Let's take her back to how much is that field right there? What field is that? Field 40. 200,000 for that one too. Might as well just get 39 right here. Jeez. All the fields around here are expensive. It's ridiculous. And because we only have... I really should have kept the two fields from the start. Because now I wouldn't say struggling isn't the right word, but now I have to... I don't know. I'm not sure what the right word would be. It's not struggle. It's definitely more like... now I have to be careful as to where I spend money and what I spend money on. Like the Zoonhammer, technically I probably shouldn't have gotten it, but it's just so cool. I'm just happy I was able to get to work with a course player, else that would have been a bit of a pain. Alright, what do we got here? Grass, not fertilized, nope. We need seed 11.5, so we're going to seed this field as... what do we have coming up? Corn, canola, and barley. Well, we could do canola. Sure, let's do canola. Might as well capitalize on this. We already have some wheat, so once we get the wheat demand, it'll be 3 hours later, and then we'll get the And then we'll get the canola basically, which is pretty awesome for us actually. Perfect. He's doing his thing. This is good. Let him do his thing. Get out of the way here. And we need to get this guy going now. Do we want grass or chaff? Let's change that to grass. There we go. And I don't know where this guy's going. I think this is the first spot. I need to increase his speed a little bit here. I don't know how fast the other one, this tractor, is supposed to be going, but it's going pretty quick, it looks like. Let's check to see what he's set at. 14, okay. He's gonna lift up that thing there. He's gonna lift the pickup, I guess is what the that's what the actual name would be. Where is he going? Oh, there. He's doing a little bit of pathfinding here. I don't know why that does this, but like every single time they do the pathfinding right around that area, and then they turn around, and then it goes back up. It's strange. I don't understand it. Horseplay is funny sometimes with stuff like that. It's not too much. He's probably going a bit quicker than he needs to at this particular time, but there's worse things in life, I guess. Oh, man. I was reading an interesting article. Whoops. I was reading an interesting article yesterday. It was about one of the Ontario organizations here. And the guy was commenting on the fact that there weren't that many Dutch people who are members of the, well, I forget the word he used. I think it was chairmen or something like that of the organization. Basically, the organization was originally founded by people from the Netherlands. So he was commenting on the fact that the number of people who are from the Netherlands now, who are chairman or whatever you want to call them, is quite few, which is a bit surprising considering it was founded by Dutchmen. So it was kind of interesting to see what he had to say about it. It was, I think it was called the Christian Fellowship Farming Association or something like that. I don't know. But the idea was basically to focus a bit more on the family. That was the original intent of the organization, but not everybody wants to identify themselves with a specific organization, specifically especially I should say, one that has religious associations, because not everybody feels that way, of course. So, anyways. Where's the particle effect going? Am I just too far away? I don't know. I'm still filling up, which is kind of strange, but yeah, so that was one of the interesting things I was reading, and it was kind of funny because he was a Dutch guy himself, so it was kind of funny to hear what he had to say about that particular situation. And strangely enough, actually, my girlfriend's family is from, her father is from the Netherlands as well, so they do some funny Dutch things every now and then. They sing a Dutch Christmas song, which is pretty funny to listen to because I'm not Dutch. In our family, we just sing Happy Birthday. In their family, they sing a whole fancy song, and it's really, really funny to listen to, actually. It's one of those things where if you've never heard it before, you're just kind of like, wow. And it's more like the way they sing it as well. That's part of it, of course. Alright. We're doing well here. Got, what, 3 passes left? Doesn't take too long. This is a small field. So that kind of helps a little bit there. I could course play this, and I do have it course played. But the problem is I already blanketed that one bunker, which is where the course play unloads basically. And I could set it up for the other one, but for the reason with course play, and I've used this truck before to do it, but the way course play works is you have to drive over the chaff basically, and this truck doesn't work so well driving over chaff. So just because it just can't get over it is what it really boils down to. If it could, then it wouldn't be a big problem, but I could change it out for a different tractor, I suppose, or for a tractor, but I like driving the semi for whatever reason. It looks cool. It's got some chrome. I love it. It's too bad. I don't think there's too many tractors actually that have chrome in this particular. I've never seen any tractors with chrome. I don't think, at least. I guess it's because you wouldn't really want to put chrome on a tractor anyways, but I guess that's not true. You see exhaust pipes that are chrome and whatnot, so that might be for other reasons maybe, though. I'm not sure why you'd want to put chrome on an exhaust pipe. I'm sure there's a good reason other than just looking good. But it might just be it looks good, so. If you know the reason why you would put chrome on an exhaust pipe on a tractor, let me know. Because if there's a good reason, I'd like to know it. I'd be kind of curious now. But my guess is it's mostly for just style and look of the tractor. Tractors that have like chrome on them do look pretty cool. I have to admit that. Oh, I almost ran into the tractor there. Jeez. Alright. So, I've been thinking about upcoming seasons and whatnot. I'm not ready to change maps quite yet. I think we're getting up to close to episode 20. We're already past 20, I think, actually, now. But we haven't progressed enough as much as I would like in this farm, so because of that, I'm not going to change seasons quite yet. It really depends on the type of farm and the size of it. Like, this is a pretty big farm, so yeah, there's still lots of stuff we can do with it. I.e. get more fields, for example. I.e. get more cows. So because of that, I don't mind playing on this farm a bit more. And it's fun because it's a pretty cool map, I have to admit. With the amount of detail that's gone into it, it's just crazy. Like, the fact that we found the sheep for the... We've been playing... We have, like, how many episodes did we have? Like, 20 episodes, let's say, so far. And we just found the sheep. Like, that's pretty funny. But that just goes to show you how big this map is and everything that's happening in it. So... I'm not going to drive over it. I'm going to try and do this the proper way and drive around and back up. Well, if I was doing the proper way, I probably wouldn't be using a semi-truck, but... There's no rule that says you can't, although you'd probably run into some issues, like I've said in the past, I'm sure. The whole compaction issue might be a bit of a problem, but that is, you know, up to the person's discretion, I suppose. If you feel that you won't have compaction problems, then by all means go ahead, but if you're to drive a truck like this with these types of tires, I think, it's not so much the truck itself, I think it's just a good chunk of it's the tires and the way they are designed. They're not designed to distribute weight in the same way like a flotation tire would be. So because of that, it probably would create a few problems. Actually, we're going to have quite a bit of chaff now that I think about it. Because we still need to finish off the rest of this field, and it's got maybe another 20,000 liters maybe. Something like that. That's my guess. So we'll have, one silo will have 126 or so, and this one will have, well, from this we'll have maybe 60 or 70,000 liters, which is awesome. Alright, so let's just, I'm just going to stop, let's go check on, oh, you're offset still, aren't you? I thought I changed that. Oh my goodness. Nope, apparently I didn't, so... I was going to do that, and then go back to what I was doing and not think about it. I was looking right at it, and I didn't set the offset back to 0, so... Oh well. It'll get done one way or another. Alright, so he's finished. We got another 20,000 liters. This is good. Let's not drive right around there. Let's drive up here. And this means now we can actually cut this grass and do that all over again, but I won't I won't subject you to that a second time. We have done quite a bit of silage, but it has allowed us to progress, like I've said before, so. Alright. I've been falling behind on my watching of YouTube people. Like, I just haven't been able to keep up with all the videos I was able to keep up with, but I just have been talking to more people rather than watching more videos, I guess, so that's really what it boils down to. And because of that, it's just been an interesting time. So I try and keep up with some select people, but even them I haven't been able to keep up as well. So actually I was thinking about that as well. I was thinking about how many videos I release and whether you guys can actually keep up with a video two videos every single day. So let me know if you guys can keep up with this pace, because I'm kind of curious as to whether you actually watch the videos every single day or if you watch them in a huge batch. Like I know there's a couple guys who watch them every single day before work or before school or whatnot, but I don't know if everyone's able to do that. So I was considering changing the pace, not for myself, but it's more for you guys, because I think about the number of videos I'm unable to watch because people release so many videos. So I wondered if you guys were experiencing the same thing. So let me know if you are. I'm kind of curious. So if you are having a harder time keeping up with the amount of videos I'm putting out in the week, I guess in the end it's like 14 videos a week. Not if I think about it. So it is quite a bit. So one of the things I was considering is just doing it like offsetting it, so it's like instead of I'll still be a video every day, but it wouldn't be 2 videos a day. So alternating maybe or something like that. That's a possibility. So he's going over the same stuff, but he'll finish up, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so I'm going to end the episode there for now, folks. So like I said, let me know about whether or not you guys can keep up with the number of episodes. Let me know what you guys think we should do next on the farm. And we'll go from there. Anyways, my name's Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013. And we're playing on the Bayern farm. Catch you guys later.